Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are well and you are listening in the good state of health. And we are talking about the binary system and we have read now all the number system conversions. For example, binary to hexa, decimal to hexa, and so on. So in this way, we can see that how we can convert a number from one system to another system. And remember one thing, that we have to convert any number in the binary system first, because computer stores, saves the information or the data in digital form, which is related to the binary system, means 0 and 1's form. Okay. Okay, now we will go for the memory and data storage. That how memory is providing the facility to data and information to save it on it. Okay. Memory basically is a holding place of the computer, which can be some device or USB flash or CD drive or hard disk or any portable device you can say. This is called the memory of computer. The device which provides the facility to data and information to take place on it. Okay. So memory is a physical device which is capable of storing data. Everybody knows that when we are doing something, doing some task, doing some chores, we have to take the space. First of all, we will need a space, then we can go further and proceed our task, right? So when we are doing task on the computer, the first thing we need space in the computer. Okay. As for example, if we talk about the memory, for example, you want to share pictures with your friend on your mobile phone through WhatsApp or any other app. First of all, you need a space in your mobile phone. If you don't have any space or memory in your mobile phone, you cannot share or save that specific material at your mobile phone. So first of all, doing the computer task or using the mobile phones or using the systems, first of all, we need to have the space, means working area, where we have to place our things like materials, data, and information, and so on, right? So memory is a physical device which is capable of storing data. So basically, these are the devices. You can say a USB flash, portable device, and any other device which is providing the facility of storing data. It will be memory, right? So here are two types of memory. We can say volatile memory and non-volatile memory. Okay. So first of all, we will go for the volatile and then we will go for the non-volatile. So here we can see volatile memory. What is a volatile memory? Means it never stays. It will be there when you are working or you are doing some task. And after the task is completed, this memory, this information which is in volatile memory will be vanished, will be erased and removed permanently, right? So if we take another example, like for example, we are doing some task on a table, right? We need registers, bag, ballpoint, notebooks, and all the things related to the study material. We have to put the study material on that specific table, on that space of table which is on the desk. So when we are doing our task, for example, writing something, writing a letter, you will put on that register or that specific note on the desk, and you will be writing and writing. And after the process is completed, means you finish your essay, you will clear your table, you will remove all the registers, notebooks, pencils, and all the thing you will put it in your bag and area will be clear, desk will be clear. So it is the memory of it is the example of volatile memory, means it will be filled until you completed your process, and after the completed your process it will be free for the other task, right? So we can say it is a primary memory, means it is always fixed in the computer. Temporary storage. Temporary storage means the things, the information and data will not be stay here. It will be erased permanently when you have done your work, you have done your task. And if we talk about its example is RAM, random access memory, which is fixed on the motherboard, and it's a electronic chip, magnetic chip, which is fixed on the motherboard, and it provides the facility of storing data and information temporarily. Okay, it is the
पेज नंबर कौन सा है? मैंने अभी ज्वाइन की है.
Okay, page number 39. Okay, so we can say this is a primary memory. How it is a primary memory? Because it is a faster and it fixed on the motherboard. We don't need to get any extra device for it, right? So here is an example of RAM, random access memory. So in this way we have done the volatile memory. Clear? Can we move further? 9th class?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this way we have done the volatile memory. Now we are going to talk about the other type of the memory, which is non-volatile. Non-volatile means it will provide the space before the processing, during the processing and after the processing. Means your data and information will be stay here. It will not be erased. For example, you are typing a letter on the computer system. So we have to save it by every line or by every paragraph, because if the light goes off, it will be saved in the non-volatile memory, means secondary storage. And if we do not save it, it will be erased because it will be in the volatile memory. That is the temporary storage. So if the light goes off, electricity goes off, it will be lost. So we are talking about now non-volatile memory. Non-volatile memory means secondary storage, and it is a permanent storage, means the data and information will not be lost if you save it on secondary storage. And if we talk about the examples, so examples, first of all, this example is ROM, read-only memory, which is the virtual space in your computer system. And if we talk about the physical devices, so here are hard disk, pen drive, USB, CD, or portable hard disk. So these devices are the example of storage, secondary storage, means non-volatile memory. Okay, USB, pen drive, card, memory cards. And if we talk about the hard disk are of two types. Some hard disks are fixed in the computer system, and we have the facility of portable hard disk as well. We can get access to additional memory space, as we can connect the portable hard disk to the computer through a cable, using a cable, right? 9th class, clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay, let's take a little review about today's topic. First of all, we talked about the memory. So memory is a physical device or a holding place for the data and information. Then we talked about the types, its types. So it has two types, volatile and non-volatile memory. Then we talk about the volatile and non-volatile memory. So if we talk about the difference, so volatile memory is a primary memory, means it is a temporary memory. And non-volatile is a secondary memory, secondary storage, and it is a permanent memory. Temporary memory means data will be lost after the processing, means after your task has been completed, the data and not will be lost. Okay. Temporary memory means the data will be lost from the volatile memory once you have done your task. And secondary permanent memory means the data will not be lost or will not be erased from the memory. It will be saved in the hard disk. Okay. And the volatile memory is a little space. Non-volatile memory is a big space. Okay. Volatile is a faster memory and non-volatile is the little bit slower memory. Volatile memory, it's always fixed on the motherboard inside the computer, and non-volatile memory comes in two ways. It's fixed on the motherboard as well, and we can take additional physical devices to get a more space. Means we can attach a hard disk, portable hard disk, or we can attach a pen drive to the computer system, so we can get a bigger space. Clear, ninth class? Okay. Now we will go for the data representation in a memory. So remember one thing, that data or information. For example, it can be text, picture, and video. It will always be saved in digital form on the computer system. Okay. So what is the digital form? Digital form means zeros and ones form. Zero and ones language, or we can say in binary. Okay. So we talked about the number system in binary system. There we convert the number into binary system. Now we will see that how text, picture, and any video, how can we convert it in the binary form? We can convert it with the ASCII codes. ASCII codes are available for every character in the English language and for every pixels in the picture and video. So we will go for the ASCII code. So first of all, the picture, the text, or any other video will be converted in the ASCII code. Any picture, text, or video, okay, will be converted in the ASCII code. Okay. Then this code will be converted in binary form. And then this binary form will be saved on memory. So in this way, we can say that computer always work with 0 and 1 digital form. Okay. Okay, now we will go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will go for the book. So here is the data representation in computer memory, and we will go for the ASCII codes in the next class in this table. In this table, you can see that every character has a code. Everybody can see it now. Space has 32, marks 30, marks 30.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. This code will be converted into the binary, then it will be saved on the computer. We will see in the detail in the next class, inshallah. So we start the lesson from this memory and data storage. So this is the long question that what is the difference between volatile memory and the non-volatile memory, or explain the memory, its types, and you have to study it till here. So these are the examples, volatile and non-volatile memory. Okay. So first of all, we will write the question here. Explain memory and its types. From here, explain memory
मैम ये क्वेश्चन है
and its types. Okay. Here you can write the question and the answer will be from here. Computer memory is a physical device capable of storing data, and there are following two types of memory. One is volatile memory and second one is non-volatile memory. Okay. Then we will go for their difference on the next page, which is on 40, page number 40. Here you can see, I'm going to underline a device which holds data as long as it has power supply connected is called volatile memory. Means जब तक आपकी डिवाइस जो है वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के साथ कनेक्टेड होगी तब तक ये डाटा होल्ड करेगी. And when the power goes off, electricity goes off, the data will be lost. Its best example is random access memory, which holds only as long as it is connected to power supply source. And as soon as the power supply is disconnected, all the data in the ROM will be clear. Okay? Everybody's have a clear idea about volatile memory and non-volatile memory now?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will go for the non-volatile memory, means secondary storage. A device which can hold data even if it is not connected to any power source. For example, if we talk about the USB, it can save your videos and movies if it is connected with the electricity or not. राइट अगर ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के साथ कनेक्ट होगी तो भी आपका डाटा सेव रखेगी, और जब आप इसको उतार लेंगे डिवाइस के साथ तब भी ये डाटा को सेव रखेगी. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड द नॉन वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी. एंड द टिपिकल एग्जांपल फॉर दिस आर hard drives, flash drives and memory cards installed in cell phones, right? So even if you turn off your PC, the data is in your hard drive or flash drive stays intact. Everybody have underlined it? So I can move to next page.
Yes, teacher. Man भी एक. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
मैम एक बार डेटा एंड स्टोरेज का, मेमोरी एंड डेटा स्टोरेज का बताना.
Yes.
मेमोरी एंड डेटा स्टोरेज का मैम एक बार बता दे.
Okay. Okay, now we will move to data representation. Data representation in computer memory, as I told you that computers always works with the binary form, means digital data which is 0 and 1, and it means that if you
मैम ये कहाँ से बता रहे हैं आप?
पेज नंबर 40.
लाइन कहाँ से स्टार्ट की है?
Okay, I'm going to underline it. Digital computer stores. Digital computer stores data in binary form, and it means that whether it is a picture, movie, or some application you are going to store in your computer memory, it will be saved in the form of zeros and ones. And all the characters on your keyboard has an associated code in binary. And this code is called the ASCII code for character. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So this can be the definition of ASCII code. Okay, here you can write the question, define ASCII code at this place. Okay. Okay, this method of representing the data in the computer system is called the de facto standard. De facto standard of for representing data inside computer's memory. And we will go for the ASCII code in the next class, inshallah.
मैम इसका आंसर तो बता दें.
So you have to learn this lesson very well, and there will be a short test tomorrow. And you have to clear idea about the binary system and all the convergence system we have read in previous classes. Allah Hafiz everyone, take care of yourselves.